Hello Army! Welcome back to my channel, Taekook World. Have you ever watched a fan cam and thought it would be just another ordinary airport clip? That's exactly what thousands of fans expected when BTS was spotted at Incheon Airport before their journey to Madrid. Everything looked normal at first. The members were walking together, preparing for another busy schedule, surrounded by cameras and curious eyes. But then something happened. It wasn't a speech. It wasn't a performance. It wasn't even a planned moment. Yet within hours, one particular fan cam began spreading across social media faster than anyone expected. Fans started replaying the same few seconds again and again, convinced they had noticed something others missed. The more people watched, the more questions appeared. Why were all eyes suddenly focused on Taehyung and Jungkook? What exactly did the cameras capture that had ARMY talking nonstop? And why are some fans calling it one of the most unforgettable airport moments in recent memory? What looked like a simple departure quickly turned into the most discussed topic of the day. And once you see the details that fans can't stop analyzing, you'll understand why this fan cam has everyone completely captivated. Stay until the end because the moment that sparked all the attention is probably not what you expect. As the footage continued spreading across social media, fans began noticing something that made the entire moment feel different from an ordinary airport departure. While cameras followed all 7 members, attention kept drifting back to Taehyung and Jungkook. It wasn't because of a dramatic event or a headline-making incident. In fact, the reason was much harder to explain, and perhaps that was exactly why so many people became obsessed with it. Frame by frame, the fan cam revealed details that many viewers missed during their first watch. Every movement seemed to spark another discussion. Every new angle appeared to create even more questions. The clip was only seconds long, yet fans were analyzing it as if it contained a hidden message nobody had fully understood. What surprised many armies was how quickly the conversation exploded. Within hours, screenshots began circulating across fan communities. Edits appeared. Slow-motion clips appeared. Different perspectives from different cameras emerged. Instead of answering questions, each new upload seemed to create even more mystery. Some fans focused on the way Taehyung and Jungkook naturally stayed close throughout the crowded airport environment. Others pointed out how difficult it was to ignore their presence together despite the chaos surrounding them. There were cameras everywhere, security moving constantly, and fans watching from every direction. Yet somehow, one small moment managed to become the center of attention. The fascination wasn't really about what happened. It was about what people thought they saw. That distinction changed everything. The more viewers replayed the footage, the more emotional reactions appeared online. Some described the moment as heartwarming. Others called it unforgettable. Many admitted they had watched the same fan cam dozens of times without realizing how long they had been staring at the screen. And then another detail surfaced. A different angle from another fan camera began circulating online. At first glance, it looked almost identical to the original footage. But after closer inspection, viewers noticed subtle differences that immediately reignited the discussion. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't slowing down anymore. It was growing larger than before. The timing made the moment even more significant. BTS were preparing to leave for Madrid, where anticipation surrounding their next appearance was already reaching extraordinary levels. Fans around the world were counting down the hours. Every airport appearance, every photograph, and every small interaction was being watched more closely than usual. That environment turned a simple airport scene into something much bigger. People weren't just watching a departure anymore. They were searching for meaning. Every gesture felt important. Every glance seemed significant. Every second appeared worth revisiting. What started as a routine travel update gradually transformed into one of the most discussed airport moments among fans. Even those who initially ignored the fan cam eventually found themselves curious enough to watch it, then watch it again, then compare it with another angle, and then read what other fans were saying. The cycle continued, and somehow the mystery only became stronger. Because despite thousands of comments and countless theories, nobody could completely agree on what made the moment so captivating. That uncertainty became the story itself. The fan cam stopped being just a video. It became a question that fans around the world were trying to answer. And as more footage continued to surface from Incheon Airport, many viewers began realizing that the most talked about detail might not even be the moment everyone was discussing first. Hidden within the growing collection of clips was another brief interaction that almost nobody noticed during the initial wave of excitement. Yet once fans discovered it, everything changed again. And that was the moment when the conversation truly reached another level. As discussions continued to spread across fan communities, something unexpected began happening. The original Fancam was no longer the only clip people were talking about. New angles kept appearing, and with every upload, the story seemed to evolve. What made the situation even more intriguing was the reaction from viewers themselves. Many fans arrived expecting to see a simple airport departure. Instead, they found themselves trapped in an endless loop of replaying the same moments over and over again. The comments reflected the same feeling. People weren't just watching. They were searching for details, searching for context, searching for an explanation that somehow never fully arrived. The airport itself was filled with movement. Cameras flashed constantly. Staff members guided the members through the crowd. Reporters attempted to capture every possible angle. Yet amid all the noise and activity, one thing remained consistent. Attention kept returning to Taehyung and Jungkook. Perhaps it was because the atmosphere around them felt unusually natural. Perhaps it was because viewers noticed how frequently they appeared in the same frame despite the large crowd surrounding them. Or perhaps it was because fans had become incredibly skilled at spotting details that casual viewers would never notice. Whatever the reason, the fascination continued growing. Soon, fan edits began reaching audiences far beyond dedicated BTS communities. People who had not originally followed the airport departure suddenly found themselves curious about the clip everyone seemed to be discussing. That curiosity created another wave, and another, and another. The numbers continued climbing. Views increased. Shares multiplied. Comments exploded. The Fancam was no longer just circulating among fans who happened to be online that day. It had become one of those rare moments that seemed impossible to escape. Then something even more emotional happened. Fans began connecting the airport footage to the journey ahead. Madrid wasn't just another destination. For many supporters, it represented another important chapter in BTS's ongoing story. Every appearance carried meaning. Every schedule represented another memory being created. Every departure reminded fans how much had changed over the years and how many moments they had witnessed together. That emotional connection transformed the airport clips into something larger than a few seconds of footage. Suddenly, people weren't only discussing what they saw. They were discussing what they felt. The excitement, the nostalgia, the anticipation, and the realization that even ordinary moments could become unforgettable when shared with millions of people around the world. As night approached, the conversation showed no signs of slowing down. If anything, it was accelerating. New screenshots emerged. New edits appeared. New theories spread across social media platforms. And somewhere in the middle of all that excitement, a particular frame from the Fancam started attracting more attention than anything else. Not because it was dramatic, not because it was shocking, but because it seemed to capture a split second that felt incredibly genuine. A moment so brief that many viewers completely missed it during their first watch. Once people noticed it, however, there was no going back. The replay count increased again. The debates intensified. The emotional reactions multiplied. And fans began asking the same question once more. How could a few seconds at an airport create this much attention? The answer may have been hidden in the very detail that viewers were still discovering. Because according to some fans, the most important moment from that day wasn't the one that initially went viral. It was the one that happened immediately afterward. A moment so quick that even experienced fan accounts almost overlooked it. Yet once the footage surfaced, the entire conversation took an unexpected turn, leaving ARMY more curious than ever about what really happened during those final moments before the flight to Madrid.